Would a little lemonade help with the flavor? Okay, this is strawberry banana drinkable yogurt. And it tastes, I don't know, it's okay. I was wondering if it could be any better. Well, what to stay with it? I want to put mini M&Ms into the drinkable yogurt, but I don't want to swallow them whole. I need to chew them. If I was going to do that, I would use a spoon. I don't want a spoon in drinkable yogurt. So I'm looking for something else that would make the taste of the yogurt improved. Well, these lemonades are very independent. I don't know. There's peach yogurt. I'm not really allowed to. It's a different brand, I can see. Yeah. This was not the plan because I'm only supposed to have 2 a day. And then this will last me 5 days if I have 2 a day. So, this would be the second one I would have today. This would be a third I wasn't counting on. I'm just thinking about what would taste better. Yeah, but eating 3, that's maybe too many. For that I asked for 2 for each day, which only gives me 5 days of food from the supermarket, and then I'd have to order more yogurt. Well, with the lemonade, I don't know if I can drink yogurt every day. But that wasn't the plan. I did say enough for every day, for 2 for every day. That's what happens when somebody else is doing your shopping for you, and they're not a car. Charles Toe is not a car. Mitch Moser is not a car. But let's go back to Donna Moser. She's not a Moser, which is not a car. And I'm still paying for it that you think I don't have the name Moser either. I don't have any banking. I don't have the name Moser for employment. I don't have money in case I don't want to work. I get money from the bank, and the bank has to scramble around and figure out how they're going to give whatever it is they give other people at their own expense, that they'll panic about it because you're employed, and that's what employment is. It's when you have to worry about being in a place that you don't live in and you are with strangers in there. Yep. The bank was due to be dangerous to itself so that I wouldn't have to be there. But nobody will go to a dangerous bank and bring me what I need. And I go to a very safe bank and I don't have what I need at a safe bank. Does anybody have what they need at a safe bank? A safe bank is when you just count everything and it's yes or no to whether or not it's if it fits together with the charges, like price and charges and counting at the bank. Does that all go add up and it's yes and no and everybody's in agreement with the amount of numbering? Is it more than this many? Yeah. Are you comfortable with that? Everyone pull out your pocket calculator. Well, I'm going to say this is over my counting for the night. I want to open it and pour some in here for the taste. Oh, all right, I'll do it since it's here. Or not, because I could just save it. Do you count motions? You count that one? It doesn't matter because it's one video. You touch it on, you touch it off, or it just finishes and it goes into your next internet progress. So do I open this or should I just leave it? I don't know. Let me think about it some more. I like this one more than I liked the first one I had. But I am threatening itself that I'm gonna mix it with Chobani. Well, I am the order that alives the food supply, and I'm not supposed to mix different things together in their correct bottles, like as in it came this way, this one came this way, this one came this way. They're really not due to mix. You don't mix Chobani with Oikos, the different brands, and you don't mix peach with strawberry and banana because they're sold separately in separate containers this way. Yeah, but I'm angry. I'm only supposed to have two. This is my second one. This will be the third. So that's no to the ones who brought me the yogurt, drinkable yogurt, just for enough for 5 days. Now I don't have enough for 5 days. I have enough for, well, we don't know. Should we count it down to 4 days? All right, here it goes. Did I shake it? Oh, let me shake it some more. You didn't like that, did you? No, it doesn't like that. It wants to know. I have to say, because I wouldn't say that to myself, but I'm talking to a camera. You don't know me, so I'm like sort of explaining what's going on in my mind here. Okay, we'll try again. I've not tried this Chobani drinkable yogurt either, like by itself. But let's say I'm gonna mix it in anyway because it says peach. Yeah. I used to be a professional athlete. I don't have any friends to help me with my homeless condition. But I know a lot of people from having been playing a lot of sports. I played tennis, I played softball, and I've been to a lot of people's houses. I played softball with a girl named Andrea Malazzo. She invited me to her house in Thiensville. It's like it's in the center of Mequon, Wisconsin, which is Ozaki County, a little north of Milwaukee. And I taste the peach. I'm going to keep shaking it. I want to taste the peach, the banana, and the strawberry, all of it. So I was at Andrea Malazzo's house. I think it's freshman year of high school. So I was about 14 years old. Yes, not yet 15. I was 14 years old. And she has a sister. I want to say I know I've seen her before at school, but I didn't see her in the house. She was not in the house when I was there that day. Andrea was alone in the house. But who was at this school? Because she would have been older and still in the high school. Can't remember. Andrea went all the way through high school with me, and she went to University of Wisconsin-Madison. And I saw her in Madison in the student union, and she was too thin. Yeah, I didn't really expect that because she can be an athlete like I am. I used to work out a lot in the university, and I played volleyball for the university for the club. I'm not an actual professional uniformed volleyball player with University of Wisconsin. I lost my uniform when I was in 8th grade. It was the year they gave it to me, yeah. I like it. Yeah, I like this. This is good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Well, I hope everyone liked the sun and fun, food and mood, sin and top spin for tennis. And then for volleyball, there's, I don't know, it's volleyball. I wanted people to like the ball. They were there. From my point of view, they were there anyway. I know the basketball was there anyway, and I wasn't playing basketball. Not at the same time as volleyball, or at the same time as gymnastics, or at the same time as I was just after school seeing that the basketball was going on. So, what would you like me to tell you about myself? Because I have a little time on this yogurt that's just you. Because I mixed it in front of you because I was angry. And I'm saying, yes, I really like it and I want to keep drinking it. And it's me just speaking to you about myself because it's a camera and the way you can view it is on your own time. And that's pretty much what my landlords want out of taking the rent check on the first of the month. Ever since I've been living, uh, outside of my house after the year 1995 onwards. So from the year 1995 till 2025, all that time, it's 30 years. Yep, I'm just about done now. 30 years of landlording, of you taking the rent check and you want me to get out of the office because it was not my money. If I want to be there, I can pay the money. If I don't want to be there, I don't have to pay the money. Yep. Well, what if I had to pay the money to all the places I've lived since 1995 because it's not my house? What if they want the interest and security that I am the landlord and I'm giving them money for their expenses, for their payroll expenses, and for just that they're going to insure themselves that I'm giving you something that I needed for myself, so I also give you the money. So if I total up all the money that I have, I can't because it's deceased and threats to tell me to get out of my own house. But you've been telling me to get out of rented places. Why? You have mental problems I don't solve with pack and move myself. I can't count the amount of money I would owe if I had to keep paying all my landlords on payroll because I am rich and I pay them money on payroll that I need for myself, but they can have it because they are God to God that way that I don't have the money, right? Right, everybody? Because I'm missing that actually people who stole leverage from myself by abominating myself, locking me out of houses before I was in apartments. Those people who locked me out of houses are the ones who owe the cash that they spent on themselves to my landlords of the apartments that told me to get out and to use them as a referral to live in another apartment complex landlording. That means I have the referral and that they are supposed to continue to get paid by myself, but I don't have the money in witnessing that I have it. But I know where it is. I know who has the money. I know who owes who the money. For example, I have a landlord from Stuart Pines Apartments who dialed 911 on that. I shouted at herself, and she directed 911 dispatch to tell the police officers with guns who was going to be removed from Stuart Pines' landlording office. Yeah, I didn't dial the phone, and it was not my phone, and I was not trespassing in the office to dial the phone. Like, that I used the landlord's office's telephone lines for their office. I don't have the keys to open the door to the office to go in and use their telephones. And I got removed out of that office because I don't have JoEllen Meyeroff paying the landlording there every month if I leave. That means she doesn't insure and threatening that if I leave that office landlording, she will have to cough up the money she needs for herself to my landlording. That means she has a no such thing existence in JoEllen Meyeroff naming, and she's still alive. She's in state of Oregon, and she is. I don't know. She told me she has a house and she goes rafting on the river. She goes with 2 cars going to a river, parking in 2 different places, and going from an upper part of the river, flowing downward to a lower part of the river, and she gets a ride between the 2 cars after she's been rafting down the river in a raft. Yeah. She doesn't have to worry about how she has to pay my landlords from Stuart Pines, that they remove me from the apartment and they still want to get paid so they can continue to be in the office and rent out the apartment to somebody else. That is the insult you're not paying off with JoEllen Meyeroff's cash from being employed as a teacher at Phoenix Elementary School in state of Oregon. I didn't keep in touch with her because I like her. I had to call her because she caused myself to dream, and I have to hold alive past the dream. I can't ignore the substance of the dream was about her, and that's how I got in communication with her. And I made some number of phone calls to her about my dreaming because I need to stay alive. I need to hold myself alive, that I'm not herself, and that I didn't do that to myself. That she went to Oregon. That's not myself. I didn't do that to myself.